Hi everybody, I'm Lisa, one of the engineers here at EcoPoxy. Today we're going to be trying out a dirty pour project with UVPoxy. A dirty pour is a common technique in fluid art where you layer multiple colors in a single cup. Then you turn it over on your surface and let the colors pour out and blend so that you get a unique pattern. For today's project, we're working with a cradled wood panel. It's already been painted white with an acrylic paint. We're not sanding it because that paint acts as a bit of a rough surface and also has sealed any of the cracks on the surfaces of the board. We've also wiped it clean already, so it's ready to go. We're going to add a thin clear coat to the top of this board, just so that when we flip over our cup of resin on top, it can spread smoothly and it doesn't get caught up on the board as it starts to move. I'll pour a small amount in the center. This is going to be a very thin layer. I'll spread it with the craft stick. And I'll use my fingers to catch any spots that got missed. We're going to use 4 different colors of metallic pigments in this project. So I'm going to split the UVPoxy off into 4 different cups. The first pigment we're using is Pearl. That's one of our metallic pigments. It's a bit of an off-white. For a bright white, you want to use the white liquid color pigment. Next, we're going to use Whale, which is a very dark charcoal. Next up is Dragon, a very vivid red. And the last color is Sangria. So we're going to take the 4 colors and we're going to start layering them into our cup, being careful not to mix them together too much. We want them to stay separate somewhat in the cup. The idea isn't to blend them, but to just let them sit. And we'll pour a small amount at a time so that we can do multiple layers in no particular order. It's part of the fun. So we'll bring it over to our panel and we're going to do, in this case, a flip cup. So I'm going to flip the cup over and just let it sit for a minute, kind of drain to the bottom onto the panel surface, and then we'll move it around, lift it up, see what we get. All right, here we go. So we'll just let it come down, give it a second. And I'm going to lift it up just a touch so that it can start to escape. And we'll move the cup. Oh, there we go. See what kind of patterns we get. So I'm going to use a heat gun on low setting just to hit it with a little bit of heat. That'll help pop some of the bigger bubbles. It'll also help the pigments start to interact, and we'll see a little bit of the patterning, the lacing that can happen as the pigments of different densities start to move through the epoxy. Then we're just going to lift it up and give it a tilt. Try and get that whole surface coated. It's a messy process, but the results are unique. It'll be different every time. And rather than pushing off our patterning here, we can just take some of what's dripped and just add it to the surface. Once you're happy with the composition of your piece, the patterning is the way you want it, the last thing you can do before we torch is just touch up the sides and make sure that you've got epoxy on all of the sides. With all of our sides coated, we're now going to give our project a quick torch to release the air bubbles. So today I've shown you a basic dirty pour. However, there really aren't any limits to what you can do when you combine different colors and different techniques. It's really up to you and your imagination. So we have a couple of examples of just different work that we've done, combining colors, dirty pour with some swipes, dirty pour with glitter as an accent, There's really no way to do it wrong. And then of course, dirty pour with a blowout using a straw. So these are just a few examples of projects that you can create with UVPoxy. If you'd like to see more, follow our Instagram channel and get inspired. We look forward to seeing what you create with UVPoxy. We'll see you in the next video.